Well, today we're going to the town centre first. I've just dropped off my son at school and I need to pay some money in. I've done one video about this charity shop. It's only a couple of months old, and the reason being, when it opened up, it was really expensive. I mean, more expensive than probably any charity shop I've ever been in. Reason is, it's in the main town centre of my town, and it's a big superstore. When I have a look in there, maybe they've got a reality check and reduced prices a bit. I doubt it, but we've also got some sales to go through over the weekend. So if you are new to this channel, like it, subscribe it, and let's see what the prices are like in this charity shop. Nothing's open yet, so I'm in Greg's. You know the score. Bacon bap, triple chocolate donut, decaf latte. I was literally putting my money in the bank and the fire alarm comes on. I said, I'm not leaving. My money's in there. I want a receipt. It wasn't me. There's my old work, and there is the fire point. Look at them all standing there. When I worked up here, I used to love fire alarms because it was a way of skiving for another half an hour. Anything to not work, it was just brilliant. I was like, yeah, okay then, let's wait out here for a little bit longer. Oh look, it's break time now, so I used to have a break straight after the fire alarm, if there was ever one. Yeah, I would say good old days, but it wasn't. It's like the start of a car boot, isn't it? So here we go. Standard Scrabble, £2. That's actually quite good. If there's anything good. Oh, hello. £4.50. That feels. Oh, that's lambs, all that is. Go for about £25. Damn. Vintage St. Michael's. It's a shame, that jumper. Not a big seller, but F&F. Where's all the nice brands? Coats. Let's see what it is. Halifax Panthers. £15. That's a lot of money for that. It's small. Nothing. Open University, I want. Oh my god, I want. No one's going to buy that. I mean, look at the state of these. £12 for some make. It's probably not even worth. Probably like £20 brand new. Terrible. Hasn't changed much, has it? Racing Bull. That's Red Bull. Yeah, it's not worth it really. Pretty boring. Bit of a funky shirt, that, isn't it? Ray and Spooner. Never heard of him. Hawaiian traditional. It's a Hawaiian shirt. Hawaiian shirts do well, but not in this weather. So I'll be hanging around for a while. And this is all medium, so waste of time. Bric-a-brac apart now. Pretty much. I mean, yeah. Nothing really special. That's the malt. Oh, glasses. £5 for that. It's like a Vax part or something. So I've got a Breville bread maker here for £14. We all know what bread makers go for, around about 30 to 40 quid. This one goes for around about 30 quid, but no point. Take off fees and all that lot. If I had the instructions in the box, then it'll go for 14. Then it might be worth going for, but not now. And then we've got a fast bake one, which, again, too much money. I can pick them up for £5. How much is this Blu-ray? £25, and they're just shoving it up there like they don't care. It's okay. It is expensive here, but you're looking around about 60 to 130. It's all over the place. I wouldn't buy it myself because the prices are just all over the place, and it's a big gamble for £50, but still £50 for a printer in a charity shop is a lot of money. I mean, they want £30 for that. It's an IKEA job, that is. I understand they want to make some money, but wouldn't they make money more if they reduce it? I mean, that printer, if that was £30, that is brilliant. That's a brilliant price because everyone can buy it. It's not just about resellers. Obviously, I'm a reseller, so I'm thinking about resale price. But would I buy that for £50? Not really, because I know I can buy it on eBay for just a little bit more, and I've got that security here. Yes, I know you do have the security, but have they tested it? Do they know it works and all that lot? Where I can go into, I don't know, I can go online and do all that and know it's going to be working. It's one of them. I mean, for sofas, there's some more decent sofas in here, but for sofas and that, it's pretty good. There's some really nice sofas, but they're still asking for a lot of money for these sofas. £150 for a basic fake leather sofa. Absolutely nothing. That's why I don't bother with that place. It's just well overpriced. I mean, yeah, I could make some money off that printer, but you can't think about it. I needed all the instructions, probably some toners. Somebody did sell one for £135. I don't know how, but they did have toners and everything. But you're not going to spend £50 on a printer when the solds are all over the place. You know, if they was all around about £130, I'd buy that because it's more than double your money. So, yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? All depends on what you want for your profit margins. But we're going to go back home now. Got some parcels to wrap up. I've been around here longer than I should actually, so I'm behind schedule. So I'm back home now, and before I go into the sales, I just want to show you something I picked up over the weekend. This is for myself, and it's yeah, it's a bit kiddish, but it's a collector's item. I think it will be a collector's item in the future. Not going to take it out or nothing, but yeah, what happened was me and Kai was going to go to somewhere in Birmingham, to some arcade place, and there was traffic jams all over the place. We couldn't actually even get onto the motorway. It was jam-packed, so I said to him, we're not going to get there, Kai. It's going to be a couple of hours before we can get there, and it'd be a waste of time. So let's just go back home. I'll turn around and let's just go. I'll get you something from Smith's. He picks up a MetaQuest gift card for £25. Yep, £25, and he's spent it on God knows whatever he has. And I picked up something for myself. As you know, I've been trying to collect Lego and been doing it so I don't unwrap it or play with it or nothing. Just stick it in bubble wrap, and then hopefully in years to come, I've got a big, massive collection of unopened Lego. I thought, you know what? Let's go and see if there's any Lego. And again, it was really expensive. Some of the stuff I want is like a couple of £100, and I'm not paying a couple of £100 for something when literally sales are up and down all the time. There's no consistency at all with eBay or Vinted, because Vinted has slowed down a bit since I've joined Vinted Pro now. I haven't listed much last week as well, and I think that's probably why. Just don't know why I haven't listed. I have listed bits and bobs, but I haven't listed as much stuff as I usually do. But I'm going to show you this thing, what I picked up before we go through the sales, and I had to pick it up. It is Playmobil, but how cool is that? If you know what this is, then you're as old as me. And it was a classic, one of the weirdest TV programs ever, A-Team. The only reason I wanted it is because look at Mr. T. How cool is he? That van is something I always wanted. I love the program. I used to always try and help somebody, and then they get caught stuck in a shed somewhere, and then made this amazing like tank or something, and then they beat up the baddies. There was always blowing up stuff. There was always screeching tires, and that van is iconic, especially Mr. T as well. He is an iconic figure. You know, I ain't getting no plane, fool. Anyway, I picked that up for 25 quid. That's going to get bubble wrapped, and then it's going to be put on my shelf for years to come. And you know, I might just open them all and do them all when I'm old and decrepit and got nothing else to do. Or I might just sell it all and then do something like a trip around the world, or I ain't got a clue. So now to the sales. I have sold nothing over the weekend on Vinted. I sold 2 things on Friday. So nothing at all over the weekend. I've had people buy stuff, but they haven't paid for it, which is one thing I hate about Vinted. It really annoys me. So the Hot Wheels car ramp, which I bought from that jumble sale a couple of weeks ago for about 3 quid, sold that for £10. And then I sold the 4 vintage WWF wrestling figures. They sold for £13. I think I paid about 3 or 4 quid for them. But that is it. Nothing else on Vinted. I have had some more payments come through today. I've got £17.57, which I could take out. Plus I've also got, I think, another £30, which is going to be processed today at some time. So I will draw that out. I've drawn everything out so far, and I've had no hassle at all. So, Ricky, you'll have to think of a different video for me at the moment, because you're not going to get me winding up about Vinted at the moment. We don't know. Maybe in a few weeks' time when I've earned a bit more money. But I think I made about 600 quid so far on Vinted Pro. Right then, on to eBay. And eBay's been a lot better. eBay has sold quite a few figures. Obviously, we've got a few which sold on Friday, which are packed up already. So I'm going to tell you them before. There was only one, and it was the England Rugby Union home shirt. It was a youth one. It was absolutely knackered. Not in like condition wise, but in stains. And I literally couldn't be bothered to clean it, like try and clean all the stains. It's a really nice one. But then what put me off even more, I found out it was a youth one. I sold it for £6.99. Just wanted to get rid of it. I don't even know how much I paid for it. I think I paid less than that. Anyway, I think I probably paid 2-3 quid. So yeah, got my money back. Glad to see it go. The next sale is another Skylander figure, and it's one of the good ones. This is probably the second most expensive one I had, and this went for £28. I gave them an offer. It was on for £35. I thought, you know what? If you're a Skylander fan and I give you an offer for 28 quid for this figure and you don't take it, you're obviously not bothered about it at all. But yeah, owes me absolutely nothing. I haven't got many of the Skylander figures left now. I've got all the bundles, which I was doing for like 15 quid. I'm going to reduce them now to 10 quid each on Vinted. Keep them at 15 on eBay. And I've got one little like vampire figure, which is 10 quid. So I'm just going to put that on for £5 now. Get rid of them. I don't know how much I've made off the whole bundle, but it's well over 300 quid now. Absolutely brilliant. And I only paid 20 quid for that bundle. I keep on seeing Skylanders all over the place, especially at car boots. And one of my subscribers actually sent me a message on Instagram where he picked up a bundle of Skylanders, and there was one of them big hitting figures what I sold recently. So fair play to you, mate. Comment down below and let me know if you sold it yet. But we're on to the next one now, and it was a cancellation. I sold a Simpsons Seen It board game, and I sold it for £4.99, but I didn't realise I'd already sold it on Vinted. That's the only trouble when you're selling on multi-platforms, especially Vinted, and you forget about taking other things off. And I didn't take it off. I've literally sold it ages ago, and yeah, it sold on eBay, and it sold on eBay, so I had to cancel that one. The next item is these retro classic Adidas football boots. They are the Adipure range. Really nice. They are my size as well. They're size 9. These are going abroad. I think they're going to Italy again. I do sell a lot to Italy. They are really nice. I paid 10 quid for them. It was ages ago last year. I picked up a bundle of 4 vintage football boots. All of them really expensive. One was absolutely knackered. The other ones I still haven't cleaned. Like a mint colour Adidas Compo or what they call them. About 60 quid pair of football boots. And the other ones were Adidas as well, which had a split down them. But yeah, I got my money back now on them ones, so all a good one. £18, we have sold the William Hunt lovely thick wool cardigan. Absolutely lovely. It's a brand I have only came across this year. I only picked this out because I checked it up in the shop and I thought William Hunt sounds expensive. It also, when you see anything with Savile Row on, you've got to check it out because Savile Row is a very posh area in London, isn't it? And it does quite well. I think I paid about 4 quid for this, so not a bad little profit. Something that I've sold before, but I've resold it again, is this Samsung VHS player. Comes with the remote, but the only trouble is it chews the tapes, and that's the only problem. Easy fix if you know how to fix it. You're looking at around about a 40 quid piece of kit there if it all works fine. Sold it for 15 quid. Owes me absolutely nothing anyway. Probably a couple of quid. I picked up a load of VHSs, haven't I? So many, I don't even know which ones are which anymore. But yeah, it's only going to cost me a couple of quid. I do not pay more than a couple of quid for a VHS anyway, because if they do break, I can sell them for about 10 quid. The reason why that one sold for 15 quid is because obviously the remote's with it. And then finally, because I'm a diamond geezer, the video must have sold it, because I have sold this for 2 grand. Yeah, 2 grand. 2 grand. I haven't really. The Mark Darcy blazer, absolutely beautiful thing. I picked that up from Bridge North. The only thing I picked up for 10 quid, and it sold for 30 quid. Somebody made an offer for 30 quid. I went, you know what, you can have it. It was on for 39.99. I thought, you know what, you can have it. I'm still going to make triple profit, so it doesn't make any difference. But if you do see Mark Darcy anywhere, buy it, because it sells very quickly. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. I'm going to be proper knuckling down this week because sales have been poor. They've been coming through, trickling through, bits and bobs, but not enough, you know, for me. I need to start knuckling down. My listing has gone downhill again, just because of me either being lazy or something else coming up, or me picking more than listing. So I've got a lot of items that I haven't even listed from over 2 weeks. And I said to you guys this year, if I do buy something, it's going to go on within that same day or the day after, and I haven't. So I need to do a lot of listing, need to get more sales, you know, because at the moment I'm just breaking even. I'm just making bread, aren't I? So I need to knuckle down and get more listing done. So yeah, watch this space, because this week when I start listing, I guarantee this time next week my sales will have been a lot better. But this is the thing about reselling. You've got, if you want to make money, you got to put the work in. No one can find brilliant items all the time. As you can see, certain things, when you do see them, you just know they're going to sell, like the Mark Darcy blazer. But guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.